What is the problem in the north? Why are people being killed in the north? You think that somebody will just stand up and begin to carry gun to kill people? What is the causes? Independence. They want their own caliphate. They want to be on their own. What is the problem with Sunday Igboho? Professor Akintoye, Onitiri, Abiola? What is their problem? They want to stay on their own. Why? It's a pointer. Why did these people? Why are they taking lives on daily basis? And for the past 30 decades, Nigeria as a country with self-imposed leaders cannot be able to sit down and say, this is what we need to do to put a stop on this once and for all. They are using the blood of Nigerians to negotiate their political interests. They're using the blood of Nigerians. They are dying on daily basis as a result of insurgency to negotiate their political interests. Funny enough, you are saying those who doesn't want the system to continue, that they will face the consequences of which action? The action the government bred or created. It's unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. But the fact still remains that an agenda has already been set. The demolition of Onitiri, Abiola's house, would it stop the agitation for Yoruba nation?
See, they said that building, that's why they hold their meeting.
It's a structure. And rain can come and sweep it away. Fire can burn it down. It's a structure. But will it stop the quest for Yoruba agitation? Instead of treating the wound, they are using cosmetic approach, pretending. It's not going to stop until they toe the line of Paaya Adebanjo, until they toe the line of ethnic lords in Nigeria who want Nigeria to genuinely war. Somebody like P2B. Restructure Nigeria. Give us people-oriented constitution. Diversification. Devolution of power. Allow Nigerians to have access to governance for the first time. Look at the kind of money they said the one man from Kogi State looted. Over 80 billion. That 80 billion can turn one particular local government in Nigeria to an agricultural hub. 80 billion, one person. And he said, we are not breeding agitators. Millions of agitators are coming. So it's just a waste of time trying to destroy one building and say you have Nigeria, where we have a particular governor, and then one other governor came in presence of the Nigerian Army and police. The governor, the former governor, all of a sudden disappeared in Nigeria.
The drama.
We saw the Binance chief was being escorted to a prayer ground with army and police. He disappeared. Nigerians are good though. Very interesting people. Bro, there's nobody who will tell the story of this country apart from those who are benefiting directly from the wealth, who are stealing and amassing wealth that will tell you Nigeria is working. Look at the faces of Nigerians as they move about. They are they are destroying our capacity of reasoning with economic hardship. They are destroying our natural intelligence with wicked governance. They are intentionally weakening the strength of so many youths in Nigeria. And they call it governance. They call it politics. Until we begin to define a particular moment where everything will be revealed and understood, we cannot take out one step from where we are to the next. The leadership of this country should be careful. We are talking about having infrastructural economic development in the agricultural sector, in the commerce, in the downstream sector, in the music industry, in the arts, in all the sectors in Nigeria. I'm not talking about road infrastructure. I'm not talking about having access infrastructure to our farmlands. We are not talking about electricity. We are building railway from Calabar to Lagos at 15 trillion. Why it took Egypt from Cairo to Cape Town, about 9 countries, 1.8 billion to build that infrastructure. Nigeria is a complete fraud, no two ways about it. From Calabar to Lagos, 15 trillion. Now for them. And you said people should not agitate for freedom. Bros, I pray we will not experience wilderness. I pray no Nigerian youth will experience wilderness. No Nigerian youth will see hunger. You see all those guys that are living in opulence. They don't take light in their environment. They don't ask for water. Water comes. They don't ask for food. Food comes. 200 million Nigerians today. For you to survive every day in Nigeria now, you need to have up to $16 in your You can see more legs on the streets now. And you are saying there should be no agitation. There will, definitely. There will, and there will, it will continue. What they are trying to attack is, Nnamdi Kanu was the brain behind it. He is the one that's breeding all these things. He's breeding. Nnamdi Kanu is only asking for justice and fair play. Respect for human rights, fundamental human rights. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is talking about. Non-violent approach to freedom. But when it comes to Nigeria, they say it is treasonable felony. When an ordinary Nigerian says something, no, it is treasonable felony. When they increase fuel, they don't call it treasonable felony. When they make dollar 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, they don't call it treasonable felony. Those pump price on Nigerians, they don't call it treasonable felony. The humble looking of a lion does not mean that the lion is weak. One day, everybody will be open for sucker punch. You don't need to A to tell you. You don't need B to tell you. By that time, the end will justify the means. I'm not the only one. I'm not just finding it very interesting coming around here just to talk. I am speaking for millions of Nigeria who are in the forest that are being killed by Fulani herdsmen, by bandits. Our mothers who have no access to telephone. Most of them have given birth inside the forest. There's no healthcare services. no even light. Nobody cares about them. And they are not, you count them off, they are not Nigerians. Because they are living in the remotest part of the world, in a corner in Nigeria. They are not, this was, they are Nigerians, they are not Nigerians. Now you be Nigeria because you are in Lagos. Who's going to defend them? Who's going to give them health care? Who's going to give them road? Who's going to offer them direction? Who's going to make them feel sense of belonging? Already they have started advocating that they should change the name of Nigeria. Yes! Maybe that's where their problem lies. They should change the name. They say, United States of Nigeria. I just love them. Funny enough, they begin to realize what we have been saying over the years. It has never started. It will come. That's what they are saying, whether they will change the name of Nigeria. No, United States, you know, they are trying to breed. They are trying to couple. They are trying to cover. But you didn't know that that name, Nigeria, should be eradicated completely. Somebody actually suggested it, a high profile.
Is it because it's a bad luck or that bring regression to this country?
If you look at the Bible, there's a reason why it said Abraham will not be called Abraham again, it will be called Abraham. There's a reason why Jacob said, David said, no more, Jacob, thou shalt be called Israel. There's a reason. There's a reason why Japheth said, no, this is not my name. There was a reason. Nigeria, they said it publicly. Maybe our problem is the name. They want to change it now. Somebody suggested, a high profile Nigerian. Let them name it United States of Nigeria. They said no. Nigeria must remove the word name Nigeria because the name Nigeria breeds disunity and hatred. Of which basis the country's foundation was laid. Tell me what is working in Nigeria now. Can you tell? You're a journalist. You're the anchor of this program. Mention one area that is working in Nigeria. One sector, at least one. Try for 104 years of governance. Tell me one sector of Nigeria that is working. All these people you are seeing that they call themselves you, they don't get sense. Nigerian media is a problem to Nigerians because the media are not reporting what they are supposed to report. Bro, turn around. In few hours from now, you see more than, look at that woman there. At her age, she's still marketing Odara. They call it Odara. Yes, look at that woman there. Odara. And some of them will leave school now and be carrying granite that is not up to 1,000 in their head. And they will take 3,000 miles. Are they not Nigerians? No, I'm asking. And nobody's going to speak for them. Until we stop seeing those little children who has been denied education by the system going to school, then we have not started as a nation. We'll end up breeding more agitators. So Tinubu should just go and prepare himself very well. If that's the line he wants to take, well, we'll also remind him of the Geneva Convention that guarantees the quest for self-determination, guaranteed by the international law and by the universal law, that we cannot be cowed over threats to our lives by the system that was created, not by me, not by you, by those who has looted trillions of dollars, billions belonging to Nigeria. That is my take. That's my perception to the statements credited to the president himself, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, over what happened in Oyo State. Thank you. Of course, as the president of Nigeria is under the oath to protect the constitution of Nigeria. We are operating constitutional democracy, and he has every right to say what he's saying because he wants to defend and to be seen to be defending the Constitution of Nigeria. That's on the basis of which the President, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, made that statement. But on the other side of it, that statement, if you look at it very well, he has also contributed in breeding agitators, no matter how small they are now. That statement will be revisited and digested with reality on the ground. And what is the reality on the ground? The quest to destroy democracy, to destroy the fabrics of unity is what they are operating on this day. Nigeria has refused, all Nigerians have refused or deliberately refused to work for the country. And the country itself have refused to work for Nigeria. So what you just say is just to please those who are in the same carcass of uncertainty. Those who has refused to embrace reality. You have millions of agitators, both in the north. Go and look at what they are saying in the north, because the government has failed. In the west,
sorry, I think the northern elders forum, they've come out to deny that they were involved in making a statement that they regret voting for Tinubu. I think they've come out to...
Okay, leave that one, whether they made that statement or not. I also what the Islamic scholar said about the wife. And repeatedly, so many things like that has come up thereafter. But that's not the issue we are talking about.